This is independent television from London.
Who is the happy warrior? Who is he that every man in arms should wish to be? It is the generous spirit who, when brought among the tasks of real life, hath wrought upon the plan that pleased his boyish thought, who, doomed to go in company with pain and fear and bloodshed, miserable train, turns his necessity to glorious gain. Who, if he rise to station of command, rises by open means, and there will stand on honorable terms, or else retire and in himself possess his own desire. Who comprehends his trust, and to the same keeps faithful with a singleness of aim, and therefore does not stoop nor lie in wait for wealth or honors or for worldly state. But who, if he be called upon to face some awful moment to which heaven has joined great issues, good or bad, for humankind, is happy as a lover, and attired with sudden brightness like a man inspired. 'Tis finally the man who, lifted high, conspicuous object in a nation's eye, prosperous or adverse, to his wish or not, plays in the many games of life that one where what he most doth value must be won. Who, whether praise of him must walk the earth forever and to noble deeds give birth, or he must fall to sleep without his fame and leave a dead, unprofitable name, finds comfort in himself and in his cause. And while the mortal mist is gathering, draws his breath in confidence of heaven's applause. This is the happy warrior. This is he that every man in arms should wish to be.
And so, the day that had to come has come. We begin it now. This is the day of Winston Churchill's funeral, a notable and memorable morning in the chronicle of our country. It is a strange thing to say at the opening of a new day that we must liken it to the setting of the sun. That is to say, something that has much of sadness and everything of inevitability, yet like the setting of the sun, can resound with dramatic glory. We shall see. By and by now, Sir Winston Spencer Churchill will be returned to the earth of the land of which he was so considerable a son, and for which he strove so hard and accomplished so much. For the next many hours, this nation will be saying its farewell, this nation and many more. When Winston Churchill dies, we who have to put into words the immeasurable loss of our times know how ill we have served ourselves over the years. When Churchill lived, we spoke of him as this and as that, in dying him with all the virtues, We spoke of him as something past the measure of ordinary men. Such people do not die. But he died. And we found a different thing, that indeed we loved him. Then the worn words became empty. There is little left to say. He was old and full of years. He had served his time of honor and achieved his part of history. And the salutations that await him in death today, this old man of England, are greater perhaps than given to any other man of our time, or even any time. They are about to begin. He was 90 years old, his work done, his duties achieved, his words written, and his victories secure. It is not a day of grief, though there is grief. It is not a day of sorrow, though London is heavy with mourning. We begin a day of salutation. All London is now awake, this enormous city in which he lived and died. All London, where he sustained what he himself called its finest hours, is assembling for that salutation.